Welcome to I Am. I'm David Andrade. We're all watching what is happening in the world right now and witnessing upheavals and displacement of ideals. Lives transforming, with or without one's consent. Bearing views that are forcing many to reflect on their own life. Do I stay? Do I move on? Why should I stay? Where should I venture? But there is one area that I have been enlightened to more than ever, and that is the question, where am I going? There's a sense of loss, a sense of confusion, a sense of erroneousness. One might give oneself a specious view of the direction one is taking. There's a stutter of fear in many voices I hear. Individuals and businesses questioning, what do I do? There's a sense of loss that I see. One is questioning, what is life doing to me? But within this turmoil, there is also clarity. If you feel lost, afraid, unsure, you are missing out on the clarity that life is trying to show you. Maybe you weren't pursuing life in its true direction for you. Or maybe you were doing exactly what you have always wanted to pursue in life, and it now weighs in the balance. I launched my book weeks before the shutdown. Our promotional direction was hindered. My live seminars and classes were canceled for 2020. Some of my book inventory was damaged at a distribution warehouse. Is it emotional? Of course it is. But to dwell creates uncertainty. My resolution was to take inventory of the situation, redefine my direction, and proceed with boldness. I made sure my direction of myself was, I am a problem solver. I am stronger than before. I am smarter than before all this happened. I looked at what transpired, studied it, and made sure I found ways to make me smarter because of what happened. Book launch hindered by shutdown. I reevaluated and will relaunch with better material. Seminar classes canceled. I am now building an online presence to prepare myself in case this happens again. Inventory destroyed. I created an audio version. I defined myself as believing who I am, beyond the current situation. Where some would look at this situation and mourn, I look at it and find a new platform to build a better, more powerful brand. I am a problem solver. That is who I am. I mention this because my situation is not unique. This is happening to millions of people and businesses all over the world. And the resolution will only come from how you define yourself. Who is your I am? By staying focused on the negative, you are building an identity that needs to belong in fear, that needs to focus on turmoil. You have misplaced your identity that belongs in boldness, triumph, hunger. But many will ask, how do I find my direction? How do I find my passion? How do I regain my strength? First, realize that you are only living in your own head, and you are the one feeding the flames of discontent. Are there external influences that are happening around many of us? Yes, there are. But who is giving the current happenings meaning? You are. Now let's get back to boldness. To start to get back on track, ask yourself this question. If I could choose, would I choose to feel powerful or choose to feel weak? Think about it. If I could choose, would I choose to feel powerful or choose to feel weak? Most people would answer powerful. Then who is choosing for you to feel weak? Who? Think about it. Who is choosing weak if you know you should be a warrior? You are. Your identity. Whether you like it or not, it is you building an identity that will fashion itself based on fear. So in turn, that is what your subconscious will seek. Fear, inactivity, self-doubt, timidity. So no matter how many positive opportunities pass you, you will disregard them because you are creating an identity that does not need them in order to fulfill itself. A fearful identity only needs fear in its life to be comfortable. So in turn, positive directional opportunities will pass you by day after day until you decide to choose to build an identity that demands it is built with boldness, strength, and tenacity. If you feel stuck, it is only you creating an identity to be stuck. No matter how much you hate it, this is what you have been training yourself for. Your language is building a ring of life that is powerless. But you have the greatness, the intensity, the abundance, the prodigiousness for a fabulous life. You simply have to choose to bring forward your inherent greatness. Don't even think that you have to change. There's nothing that you have to change about yourself. Get changing out of your head. When you tell yourself that you have to change, you are telling yourself that you are inadequate. When you tell yourself to choose, you are telling yourself that you already possess a collection of great abilities. Pick one. You own them. Choose. You have a collection of greatness built inside you. Choose what part of your greatness you want and tell yourself, I choose to be powerful. I choose to be brilliant. I choose to close the jaws of a roaring lion. Build your boldness over and over again. You have to build a powerful script in your head for your mind to read from, and you have to repeat the script over and over again. Remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Same with your identity. Believing who you are not does not make you who you want to be. I'll repeat that. Believing who you are not does not make you who you want to be. For example, one might say, I love writing, but I am not a writer. You see, you love writing, but you are creating a belief that you are not a writer, even though you want to be one. So in turn, you will forever struggle becoming a writer. Perfectly believing who you truly are and believing in your inherent gifts brings you closer to the more bold, perfect you. You want to take advantage of opportunities that cross your lips? Then build an identity that requires greatness in your life. Once your identity knows you are great, it will start to see opportunities that have been hiding in plain sight, and you'll start to embrace them. This is like standing on a train platform waiting for a train, but you were looking down reading about how many negative things are happening around the world. While you were looking down absorbing negative, a train comes by, stops, waits for you to get on, but you are focused on the negative reading. The train closes its doors, leaves, you look up and wonder, when will the train come by? Then back you go, reading and absorbing the negatives. And on this platform you will wait, while many trains pass you by all day long. Get your head out of the negative and look up for a train. You might get on the wrong train, but you can always get off and find the right one. Will your dreams immediately fall into your lap? Probably not. But you are now building an identity, a subconscious, to move you in the right direction. Don't waste any more time trying to change your life. It will leave you in mental squalor. Choose to believe beyond your current situation. Believe in your inherent greatness now. Believe in the power that you have a choice of your inherent greatness. Now go out there and take a bite out of life. Visit us at www.iammethod.com